It really is pretty crazy that I spent so much time writing the song, the Phantom. Like so much fucking time. Anyways, welcome everybody back to the stream. We will be starting off with Belluc this time around, and if we go into Helldivers, it'll probably be after Belluc is done. I don't know if we will. I don't know if we'll still have a party by the time that the session wraps up. But for now, Belluc is what's on the agenda.
Okay, now I'm trying to see si está entrando la lluvia.
It should have not be going in because it already stopped. You know, walk outside just to ensure that I'm right or wrong about this sentence. It has not stopped. It has just changed to a drizzle. But more is on the way, so it will come back.
Okay.
So if you start hearing it randomly, then listen in.
Okay, dame un segundo.
Ready up your character so we can at least stare at the divinity screen.
Fair enough.
Can I make this thing enable and disable studio mode freely? Is that a thing this thing can do? That would be pretty sweet. The answer is no.
The answer regarding what?
If I could make StreamerBot trigger studio mode on.
There you go.
And so we load. Yeah. That's like a very complicated set of instructions. I'm not gonna look at that for now. For now, I'm just gonna load you in. I see it's still saying you have a level, even though I already granted this level. Yep, you're already level 7, which means I fucked up. Your experience does not say level 7.
What does my experience say?
Your experience says... Sorry, that's the wrong sentence. Your experience does not say you leveled up. Your experience says you are still level 7. Okay.
Making sure.
That's what I want to see. I want to see what I am actively seeing. The text worked. That's good.
The what worked?
The screen text for the intro, outro, and everything else.
Got it.
Not that relevant for what's happening right now. For now, we press on. Alright, so when we last left Mr. Masakalos, he was in the middle of Masakalo, sorry. When we last left Masakalo, he was in the middle of trying to stop Lorien, a dwarf that he had encountered prior to his adventure. In the previous chapter that we didn't stream, that we really should have done so anyways, that he had encountered the dwarf, and he was trying to dissuade the dwarf from basically getting himself killed against the sentinels from Noren's established manor, or whatever we're gonna call that place. And in trying to do so, Norin nearly got himself killed, and Masakado was trying to stop him from doing so while he awaited for Norin to return. All while heading to Norin's Peak to speak with the man about his old ways. And with that, we stare at him while he gets ready and changed and stuff before we start the session.
I really need to get more food.
Hey, don't worry. I burp aggressively. Don't worry about it.
What do you mean? Food is life.
I'm not gonna say otherwise. I'm just gonna say don't worry about food. It's in abundance throughout the campaign, so whenever you encounter it, it'll be relevant. Also really gotta figure out what you're gonna do with your inventory, because this particular section of the campaign is very empty.
What does that mean?
Merchant-wise, there's very little merchants scattered around because of the fact that we are in a frozen, abandoned wasteland. Let me check the stream real quick to make sure I changed the names properly.
How much carrying capacity does +1 strength give you?
1 strength. It was a percent. I think it's 10 that it increases.
Oh, wait, oh, actually, my weapons all 50. And if I wear the other one, yep, I can move now. Hey, look at that. I'm fixing problems, not just other people's, but myself as well. Let's start this shit by weight. Okay, that's it.
Yep, all channel names were changed appropriately. Wonderful. And now that he has taken his seat, we return to the adventure at Norin's Peak. Alright, where we last left you, Norin had just arrived into the conflict zone, and the sentinels were staring at him. Staring at, what's his name?
The dumbass.
At Lorien, as he was being a little bit hectic. As you know, he was refusing to stand down and fighting basically almost to his last breath here. He took several hits and is now currently in a state of wounded, because that's how I decided to transition it between session A and session B. It was a choice.
That's fair.
Now, as Norin arrives, you didn't activate your sight, so you're not sure where he's standing right now, but he is here. As Norin arrives, the dwarf will turn to face him.
Turn to face him?
And immediately go... Oh, did you somehow fail to activate your buff? It seems to have deactivated.
What buff? The
Also, oh man.
What the hell?
Hmm?
Yeah, it didn't activate.
Did it consume?
Yes, because I have 94 and 993. 992. Can you give me a scroll of is it Skincraft? Restoration. Still on cooldown.
Okay, that's successfully applied.
There we go.
Where'd it go? Where's the bonus site? Something's off with the skills. The patch might not have gone through successfully, or I might have forgotten to push a patch. Anyways, moving forward, other than the viewbot just randomly showing up, they will stare at each other immediately, and the dwarf will just immediately go, let me in. Just let me in. And Norin will look at him and immediately take a moment of like contemplation. He will observe the dwarf and go, the fact that you're fighting my sentinels lets me know you didn't heed the warning. Do you care to explain exactly what it is you're trying to do here? The dwarf will look back at you and just go, vouch for me.
Answer the man, I just brought you clemency.
As he looks back, he then goes, fine. I'm looking for an item. Word is that the Warrants of Malice have it, but I was coming over here to perhaps see if you had found it. Norin now looks at him and then goes, sounds like you were trying to steal it. Do I have a diplomacy check on the list of things that you can roll?
Diplomacy, what is diplomacy?
Diplomacy is in the homebrew rule sets. I am in the Thief server, that's the wrong server. I do not have diplomacy on the list of things that you can roll. I should have it somewhere, and I don't know where it would be, but I would need to probably put it on either intelligence or wits. It would probably be on wits. That said, for now, we now have an understanding that this is a diplomatic situation, so what is your plan? What is your approach?
Investigation, insight, perception, sleight of hand, athletics, intimidation, might, single move, resting state. Yeah, actually, it's not there. Fuck. So he does. So to corroborate, he does want to steal it, or was he just looking for it because?
You're trying to identify what he intends, right? Roll your insight. Insight? I keep losing track of everything. Where's insight? Insight is
Intelligence, scoundrel, thievery.
Intelligence, scoundrel, and thievery. Correct.
11.
11.
1.
1 and
1.
1.
Okay. What does that mean?
Comparing to the table, se me cayó algo. 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a 3 out of 7. This is a pass.
Success.
He will... No, he will not. You are observing, and you can tell that he is most definitely trying to hide something. You don't know if he's lying, but his body language is indicating that he is not being entirely truthful. Something is being left out.
I would pipe up and say, from the looks of things, I wouldn't say that this is mere petty theft. No thief would go to great lengths and wound themselves thusly just to get a hold of a mere trinket.
He looks back at you while you say this, and he simply says it in a low voice, low enough that Norin can't hear it. And he goes like, "You know what I'm after." And then he looks forward, and as he looks forward, Norin, looking at how you responded, will then just go, "Well, if he's not here for theft, then do explain why his initial choice was to pick a fight with the Sentinels who stand guard passively." He will then look at Norin and say, "Passively? These things started attacking me on sight."
The moment that I got here, they were already locked. All 3 were already locked in combat. But before we continue, he said, "You already know what I'm after."
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll memory? Because my memory is shit.
Let me check your journal first to make sure it's there. If it's not there, I will just tell you. Because you have encountered the NPC before, like, not your first time talking to this guy.
Where is the journal link? Where?
I should be in your Discord inbox.
Let's, where, my guy? From you past link? No.
Confirmed it is not on your journal.
Alright, tell me.
Okay. So when you last spoke with this guy was when you guys were heading towards the Warrens of Malice. If you remember, that was the dungeon that you were heading into, where you last had fish and pescado, right?
Yep, that's the place where we had to use the anti-phobia filter and fight wolves.
Yes.
Correct.
Correct. In that location, what happened inside has been backtracked because of the fact that I lost the fight data between then and now.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially the dungeon is basically re-rolling to where, like, the last save that I had when we restored the PC was right before you guys went in. That said, that means that the Warrens of Malice fight inside has not yet happened, and that is why he is here. You recall from your conversations with this guy, he was looking for a relic that would have been inside the Warrens of Malice. But now, he is here. which means he diverted from whatever he was searching for.
Okay.
I don't know why I hit pause so much. I don't need to hit pause. I can just hit the magic button. Where that?
Where is the magic button? Or what is the magic button?
This one. Anyways, continuing on.
Not enough memory. Because I am being memory taxed. The fact that I have to memorize one of my racial skills is so...
Norin will look forward and go, well, you said you're looking for something. Care to elaborate what it is? You see that Lorien simply looks around, doesn't have the willingness to answer, and then reaches for his weapon. You have one check. What will you use it for?
Can I use might to encourage him to stand down or stop him from being a dumbass?
Might would be physical. Might would be a physical roll, by the way.
What does that mean?
It is for aggressively doing something, for example. Intimidation would be an answer. Might is literal strength over something, por si acaso.
Noted.
I haven't put a diplomacy check, but a diplomacy check would be an answer. Till I figure out what stats I would put around it, it would probably be wits with persuasion.
So let's go with intimidation then. Try to intimidate him into standing down, because my guy, two things that almost killed his ass. If the Norin has whatever bag of tricks he has up his sleeve, considering he has a cabin up in the mountains that is cozy as fuck. It's like, dude, please. I'm trying to keep you alive. Stop wasting it.
But sorry, new roll. Was that diplomacy or was that something else? What was the choice here?
Intimidation.
Intimidation. Okay. Intimidation is your strength, warfare, and persuasion.
So two of those are pretty dang good.
Your strength is 26.
My warfare is 8.
Warfare is 8.
And what was the other one?
And your intimidation is... And your persuasion is 0. Okay, so
0.
Does not step down from the difficulty. Alright. Rolling. It'll be very hard for you not to pass this. Yeah. As he hears you essentially let him know that he does not stand a fighting chance and that you're not backing his actions. You see him sheath his weapon.
Oh.
while you trip, apparently.
The momentum. It's like
you see him sigh, look at you, and just go, I thought you would help me. But I guess some bonds are better formed in combat. And he will then just...
Say that again?
Some bonds are better formed in combat. He will then just start walking away. Nope. Teleporting away.
Wow. You fucking yeeted.
Not even intentionally.
O sea, no es que no quiero pelear contigo as in beside you. It's more like, look, my guy, if we're gonna fight something, we're gonna have to fight it for the right reasons. I can't just fight this dude. I'm not gonna fight Norin, cabrón.
No one's gonna fight Norin. You'll probably get murdered. Well... Yeah, Golem silence. Well... Now, seeing as how Lorien definitely was up to something, I guess my use of the barrier was quite relevant. You didn't come all this way just to fight Norin, did you?
Say that again.
You didn't come all this way just to fight Lorien, did you?
No,
to find. Sorry. Now I'm the one being a problem.
I had seen him. We had met prior, and as far as I can recall, he was looking for some relic, but details escape me.
I would imagine so. I presume you've come for a dialogue then.
Correct. Head up. I was. Please.
You may take the chair if you wish, or we can just skip, really. Making sure that he's following appropriately. And so we travel. In the mystical speed that is warp speed. So this Lorien fellow seems to have been searching for a relic, you say?
Yes.
It wouldn't be the first to cross my path doing such a thing.
He seems like a good man, but... Well, if he doesn't want to explain himself, I can't really... I can only give him the chance. I can't really explain himself. I can't explain him to others. You know what I mean?
Yes. You see him put his hand on the barrier, and as he puts his hand on the barrier itself, the barrier begins to dissipate, like, from his hand afuera. It, like, disperses around, creating essentially only an entrance. Sent you to the Shadow Realm, bro.
That killed me.
If I hadn't given passage, yes, it would have. Come on. Much yet for me to understand about whatever just happened down there. Do you happen to know the name of the relic he's looking for?
Memory?
You do not remember the name, for he never revealed it.
I will say that just the same. He never revealed it. Do I know any other details of the relic, though?
None that you would have known before the Warrens. Oh, hold up. I did something wrong here. Very well. Inside we go. Opens the door and walks in. He stretches. Come. Let's take a sit down and discuss what it is you've come for.
So, Lauren has been on my journal a couple of times. Control.
Hyper relevant NPC, yes.
It has lore integrity check. We were trying to deal with Fenrir, but not necessarily kill him, correct?
Yes, that was something that Adamska wanted to do, and you all agreed to the fact.
But that hasn't been resolved yet.
It has not been resolved, correct.
But we did deal with the Bursa that were trying to kill the Hound.
They have not yet been dealt with completely. As far as you know, you were heading into the Warrens of Malice to find more information about where they may or may not be.
The Ariat... Lauren, 6 figures. Okay. What else? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Very lots of leaders. I'm trying to skim through the journal to try to get in, so that I don't double up on info. Because I was sent to Norin first, pero I don't recall the whys.
You don't recall why you were sent to Norin.
I mean, cabrón, it's been like what, a year?
Yes, but you were very specifically sent to Norin for the reason regarding your old teachings and your old masteries.
And where did that send me to? Is that Norn? Yes, it is.
Yep. Come, sit down. On the table, you see a weapon that you have left behind.
Oh my.
You left this here a while back. When you all came by. There's a couple of others as well who have similar belongings left behind. But for now...
Well, what do you mean stolen?
It says stolen because I dragged it out of his inventory. Don't worry about that. That was me moving it aggressively. Sit. So, Lorien came for a relic, and you followed. You will now see a lizard across the table that you have noticed when you were walking into the room by now. You recall him. He is Fenris Carpal. He is a lizard that was here on merchandising business.
So he is a merchant?
Yes, he is indeed a merchant. I believe he may be the only merchant in the entire sector.
Christ.
Just letting you know.
I'll have to peruse his wares. I'll have to figure out what the heck is this.
The lizard will
I'll have to also figure out what the Mysterio package is.
You could drop it here. This is a safe point as far as you know. And then by that sentence I mean, like, nothing in your story indicates that this is not friendly territory. The lizard will then interject to the conversation and add something. A dwarf looking for a relic, you say? That's curious. Would it happen to be seeking a relic in the Warrens of Malice?
Correct.
Ah. I see. Curious bit of information then.
How so?
The Warrens used to house a terrible creature inside of them. Something known as the White Wolf. It was an arachnid of sorts, capable of harnessing spiritual energy itself, said to have been unnaturally evolved. The beast itself was contained in the cave, unable to be let out. It's rather strange that somebody would be looking for such relics. For disconnecting them would probably disconnect the beast from the cave.
When you say disconnect the beast from the cave, what do you mean?
The dwarves of the ancient times were able to lock the beast away inside the cave, the caverns of Malice, the Warrens. It is why they were given the name. The beast was violent, quite strong, and rather determined to fight off any and all opposition. With the current conflicts happening around this region, I wouldn't put it past the Bursa or the Crimson Archers that they're trying to get this beast to basically fight off Fenrir. Two opposing creatures fighting for territory, only one of them can stand up. That is usually how territorial disputes go, after all. Norin will speak up. If the dwarf is after the relics of the Warrens, you're saying he's trying to release the beast? More so, you're saying that he is possibly looking to have it fight Fenrir. Fenmuris will look at Norin. Yes, I would estimate that perhaps the plan is to unleash the White Wolf, have it face Fenrir, and aid the White Wolf in defeating Fenrir. There is definitely a discrepancy between the two. After all, the dwarves were able to seal the White Wolf, but they weren't able to even contend in a fight against Fenrir. The enemies of Fenrir may have other tools at their disposal already prepared for this fight. Your dwarf friend would do well to be informed of this.
Alamska? I was passing by here to then visit him, so more knowledge to let him know of. Rest assured, I shall let him know.
Aye. Norin will look at you and add, with all that said, I do think there is one concern that we should address as well. The Crimson Archers are moving in quite the force. I think our agreement on how to deal with them might become more difficult to progress if Adamska is not there to take the helm in terms of combat, in terms of aggression, if you will.
What was the agreement?
That's a question to the DM, yes. Yeah, do separate the... when it's to me specifically. When you guys were last here, your conversation with Norin ended up with a deal between you guys, Norin, and Femuris. The idea was that you would deal with the Crimson Archers or the Bursa. One of the two had to be basically dealt with in order for them to be willing to provide their services to Adamska as he established Fenrir's Keep. As you know, he has already quote-unquote established Fenrir's Keep under Kolidel, with Kolidel as his primary supporter, but know that the main fact is he's not only limited to one charter. He can have all of them if he were to go about the deals. In the situation that was currently going on, you guys were trying to get the assistance of Norin or Femuris by dealing with the Aqua Bursa or the Crimson Archers in respectively. One wanted to deal with the Bursa, the other wanted to deal with the Archers.
We started with the Bursa because they were the most quote-unquote pressing threat at the time, because they were doing some freaky shit.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're thinking that the more pressing matter is the Crimson Archers, I take.
That is what the inference is. Ah, yes. Femuris will slide something to the right, to the left, sorry, and push it in your direction.
Oh, what's this?
Courtesy of our deal. I will be providing these to all of you who come back to this location for such. You may take it. I can procure more.
Very well. And I shall take this and give you a nod of gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
Why did it lift me from the chair?
It moves you from the chair when you do an action that is not staying on the chair every time. That'll happen. With that said, Norin will now look at you and go, regardless of the matter, you wouldn't have come here if a problem wasn't resolved yet, so I presume your return is of more personal concerns?
We had dealt with the Bursa. We were dealing with the Bursa. We were on our way to the Warrens of Malice. We grew separated, and truthfully, I'm attempting to hold our end of the bargain by dealing with the issues, the Bursa, and dealing with the finish dealing with the Bursa. But with the whole setting the keep thing, well, we grew separated. So in part, taking tabs of what's been going on and then trying to deal with the situations as they arise.
Very well.
Now, you said that the archers have been moving en masse.
Yes. Most recently, there was several events transpiring. We'd taken note of Crimson Archer transports heading out from the southernmost of the region to the northern part, seemingly surrounding an old ruin site. According to what information has been flowing around, it would seem that these troops are preparing for some sort of attack. The problem is, finding out the target may be rather difficult. Roll your homebrew rules. Where are they at? I require a perception check. Intelligence, necromancy, and sneaking.
Intelligence 11, necromancy 0. Oh no, 1.
Necromancy 1, so that's 12. And sneaking? 2.
2.
Okay. It's tier 5. This is tier 5. Okay.
I think that I'm not gonna roll that unless I literally roll 100.
You see Fenris look to the left and then straight back at you guys, and that's it. May I be of some assistance to your concern, Fenris? No, I just... still waiting on word from my forward scouts on the situation regarding the ruins. This is a concerning development.
To the DM.
Mm-hmm.
What led us to the Warrens of Malice initially? Because we were going to the Warrens of Malice, we stopped.
You were heading to the Warrens of Malice to deal with the Bursa problem. Clues in regards to the Bursa led you to the Warrens of Malice.
Got it.
Keep in mind, this entire campaign was originally assigned for 5 different characters to solve the whole puzzle together. So now you're solving without puzzle parts.
Yep. So, last we had spoken, we were going to deal with the Bursa first, because they were the more pressing matter. Do you want us to switch targets, so to speak, or do you wish for us to wait until we get word from your scouts.
Femoris will interject whatever is being said before you mention the scouts part specifically, and he will say, the problem isn't which problem is more pressing anymore. The problems are now interlacing. I believe they are either helping each other or going to an all-out battle with one another. One problem will likely deal with the other, or perhaps it will escalate to a larger conflict. Their presence here may just be the first signs of a war to come to the region itself. And for the sake of the fact that this region is mostly a quiet place, I'm quite sure that a war here wouldn't be what we want.
Oh heavens, no.
Heck, I'm quite sure your friend Adamska would do everything to stop a war in the region. So between the events that happened last time and now, in your conversation, you will hear Femoris say something else. Due to the fact that the timeline moves forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's concerning. Norin will immediately raise his glance, look straight at Femoris and go, "What is, my friend?" And then Femoris will just go, "Noble Knight Infantry has arrived."
Noble Knight Infantry?
Yes. It would seem the Shatarians have some vested interest in this region now. You are formerly Shatarian, so you understand that the Noble Knights being here means that, essentially, the elite forces of the Shatarians have arrived. Which means whatever vested interest they have in the region is quite large. Quite critical. A major concern, if you will.
Indeed.
Well, it would seem Femoris will answer your question. They are currently still at the port. Possibly just discussing with Kolidel's men. Moreover, something strange. Of course, it's to be expected, considering that you already know I am here on more relevant business. He looks at you directly. Femoris looks at you directly. It would seem your prisoner from Kolidel's ship has been traded out.
Oh? Traded for what?
I'm unsure. I do not have eyes on the inside of that ship. Norin will look at Femoris, and from the look in his face, you can already tell he's a little bit upset about what just transpired. And we'll just go...
About the prisoner thing? Or about the...
Femoris, my friend, you've said too much.
What do you mean?
You already tried your perception roll, so I can't tell you what it means. But From your immediate analysis of the area around you, you can tell that there's quite the discrepancy between you and them. Just by hovering over their characters, you will realize what they are.
They are strong fuckers.
Mm-hmm. If the Noble Knights are here, or any of them personally here, Femoris, and Femoris will look, and you see him close one eye, and then just say, "So far, just infantry. A small fighting force. A strike team, perhaps." Judging by the fact that they're speaking with Kola, though, I would assume they're after information. Norin will look and just go, "Alright. Sounds like it is no hazard for now. But if something is in their vested interest, it's best somebody else finds it first."
Do you think perhaps they're trying to look for Fenrir?
That could be a possibility. Femoris will be the one to speak, switching to Femoris now. If they are looking for Fenrir, that means they're trying to recover their old Warhound. If they're trying to recover their old Warhound, I would estimate they're preparing for some sort of war. The Shatarians would not come back for something like this if it wasn't for such a purpose. Norin sighs, looks at you, and then says, "Masakal, it would do us quite some good if you were able to resolve our squabbles with the Bursa and the Crimson Archers. If this were to evolve into a large-scale conflict, I do not think we would take ease of battle against the Noble Knights.
Try to remove problems off the board, so to speak."
Aye.
I wouldn't want to tangle with Shatarian. I wouldn't want to tangle with Shatarian soldiers while lizards and mercenaries are on my throat as well, so I will try to pass off whatever information I can to Adamska and attempt to deal with the problems. Perhaps I may be able to pull him from the keep and deal first with the lead that we had regarding the Bertha, and then hopefully transition quickly to dealing with the archers. But as we've already seen, plans may change, so if necessary, we'll try to keep you informed.
Keeping us informed won't be problematic. He points to Femoris. Femoris just waves his hand off like, yeah, sure.
He does seem to have his.
Hmm?
He does the what's the word I'm looking for? Femoris seems to. Excuse me. He knows a lot.
Yes.
I'm not talking in character, more so thinking out loud. Like, yeah, Femoris will find some way to know what we're doing, even if we don't send him a raven.
From the look of it, yes. Oh, Norin will immediately look at you. Oh, while you were away, before Adamska came to find Cassandra again. If you don't remember who Cassandra was, she's an NPC companion to Adamska. Moving on.
Yes.
That's the bit of information. While she was here, she was taking a look at my personal library. And she grew particular interest in one of the tomes from this region. Okay, my alarm. It's currently still in the guest rooms that I had you all in last. I'm not sure why she picked it up, but I presume it had some value. At least to whatever endeavors you were all doing here. Perhaps it may be of assistance.
Oh my. The world is worlding.
Yep. Yes, it is. Which is extra funny because it's happening while you're here.
Yep.
Femoris will interject whatever conversation is going on. Ah, I see. It would seem the Crimson Archers are laying siege to Ranar's ruin. Norin will look at him and go, I suspected everything was going to get complicated. It seems this is our first major problem.
Was Ranar's ruin? Yeah. The Ranar's ruin. I'm trying to find. It is RANAA.
You're checking if you have something in your journal?
Yep. There's a couple of mentions of it, but nothing too explicit.
Mm-hmm. Give me a second, I'm going to the bathroom.
Wait, no, don't leave me paused. Actually, no, yes, leave me paused, unfortunately, fuck. You have to leave me paused because, I won't be able to mess with stuff without losing buff.
I have returned. Did you also go to the bathroom?
No, I am messing with my skills.
Yeah. Ignoring will go. This is quite unfortunate then. If Rana's Ruin is under siege, then whatever Gordius was after.
Pray tell who is Gordius?
Gordius. We spoke of him last. Right? Me, the DM says, right?
I don't think so. That's the player.
Good.
I know off-story things of Gordius, but it's off-story.
Ah, yes, indeed. I have not spoken to him for a few guys. Gordius is the suspected leader of the current archers regiment in the area. It's believed that Gordius himself may indeed be involved in the Aureate that were in the region we spoke of. Last time we spoke. Do you recall that part of the conversation?
I mean, I know it. I just read the Aureate conversation with Lauren. Because you the information. The organization with the name of the Aureate. There are 6 figures in the organization, but only one is confirmed to be remaining. I don't remember much. Again, it's been a year.
Well, nonetheless, Gordius, we believe, may be the Aureate conspirator among the Crimson Archers. And we would have to do something to get him to, I suppose, stand down. Recent information says that movements are going to Rana's Ruin. He points to Femoris. So I presume that means whatever he's looking for might be there. Femoris starts to run his fingers on the table, patting the table con los deditos.
Drumming his fingers on the wood.
He then looks at you. You are an elf. Perhaps you may have success where others would fail.
In regards?
There is an ancient elf in the region. One by the name of Ymit. As far as I can tell, he has not taken any sides, but he has been under quite the stress against the numerous enemies that he has been dealing with in the region as much as we have. Perhaps you can approach him?
I could most certainly try. But
there is a massive tree in the region. One rather large one to the far north. Beyond Fenrir's Keep. The keep would be on your way to the location. But if you're able to head there, perhaps you may speak with Ymit himself and see if he's willing to assist in this endeavor. But I would be wary. I'm not sure he's particularly fond of visitors.
Things can never be too easy.
No. Not when the Noble Knights are getting involved. Whatever purpose they have here clearly means that something larger is taking place. The question is what? Norin will look at you again. And then just go, are you sure this is what you came to speak of? A status report feels unorthodox for you lads.
Having grown separated, I thought it would be best to touch base and appraise myself of what has been going on, considering it's been some time. And the fact that the problems that we were dealing with have not only grown more pressing, but escalated. I think that while unorthodox, it was rather fortuitous that I chose to do so.
I see. Well, there's much to be done. And I presume you require supplies for the trip. Help yourself to the kitchen if you wish to cook anything up or prepare yourself some goods for travel. By all means.
Should you have any goods for sale, I will also be most interested.
If Emmers will raise a finger, I have many goods. Mostly for conventional usage. So help yourself. But don't be surprised if I don't have much gold. This place, it reeks with the inability to trade.
Well, fret not. I have much coin. Can I see what he has?
If I can stop clicking the chair, yes. He is enabled for trading.
Let's see what he has. A webbed arrow, explosive arrow. A painting of a landscape. Poison resistant. Large all stats and that thing is 45,000?
Yes.
Cristo, cabrón. I saw the potion and said, oh my god, 2 to every stat, holy shit, I want this shit. And then I saw it's like, no, I do not. Laser ray. Fireball haste.
Your fascination to his inventory is funny.
Let's start. Man, 180. Damn. Empty flask, knockdown arrow, freezing arrow, fire arrow, poison cloud arrowhead, bleeding arrow, frost cloud web. There is it. More laser. Clay skin. This piece of mind, that's right. I really want. One way or another, I'm leaving with those 2 damn scrolls. Straight up, sir.
The rest scrolls?
Yep.
Yeah. They do need to get the proper icon and the text, but yeah, that's not what I want them to say.
$6.50.
That might be the
Man, dude,
that I was trying to push.
That large all stats potion with 5-star diner would be 4 on all fucking stats.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so mad that it's so expensive. I would have bought it in a heartbeat.
It's expensive for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay, Windows. You say so?
A single webbed arrow is 438. Pain. Pain.
I truly hate this chatbot curse. It's so annoying.
Leers, slow, and crippled. Fireball scroll. Just take it for now. Alrighty. Man, that gold bar was like 180 gold, and he just tries to sell it back to me for 1,125. This guy is one shrewd salesman. Okay. With that done, where is the kitchen?
Right behind you. I'm sorry, right in front of you. It's over here. I tried to ping. It failed horribly.
Let's go. I will excuse myself and bolt it.
You may raid anything, and remember the rules. Anything that's inside a locked container is considered theft.
A locked container?
Yes, if the container is locked, it is considered a theft to open said lock.
So like these reinforced crates are a no-go, but the sacks are Gucci?
The more you know.
I mean, I figured that if they were locked, there was no freaking way that I would be able to open it anyways.
Yeah, some people just start lockpicking everything and don't think about the consequences of their actions, and then get surprised when they are being targeted.
Nah, fam. No.
That's right, I'm calling him out.
I have a tomato. Can I make tomato sauce? So I can make my own pizza. Can I make my own pizza? It's not delivery. It's also not. It's not delivery, and it's also not Wizorno's. So I'm making my own pizza. pizza dough in an oven. Okay, I have the oven. I need pizza dough. I need dough and tomato sauce. What do I need for tomato sauce, my dude? Let's say, tomato sauce. I need a hammer. I don't have a hammer. Oh my god. Is there a hammer in this fucking kitchen?
Unlikely.
No! There's tomato sauce. Am I welcome to use anything from here?
If it's not in a box that is locked, you are able to take.
So, okay, so I can do combine tomato sauce with dough. Pizza dough. And then for pizza dough, I need to go over here to the kitchen. And then put this over here. Don't need anything else. Just pizza dough in an oven. I can make pizzas, baby. Using real life world skills in the game. Fuck yeah. I know how to make pizzas.
You know the craziest part about that sentence?
Go for it.
This could have also have just been looked up on the internet.
Let's grab this. Combine this crab. Combine. Awesome. Go here. And here. Let's make some cheesy bread. We got cheesy bread. Okay. Can I just cook this straight and it'll just give me something? YOLO.
You will need to roll a perception check. Please tell me your numbers.
Okay, what is perception?
I need you to check it.
No, as in like what does
I'll need you to check which it is because I'm in the middle of what it would be happening from that world event right now, and you are in the room in question.
Oh,
so
no.
I need you to roll a perception check regarding your intelligence, necromancy, and sneaking.
Intelligence 11, necromancy 1, so that's a plus, sneaking at 2, so that's a plus 14.
Whoops, I cancelled the request.
49, I'm pretty sure I fucked up.
Roll a 49. Okay.
I succeed. Okay.
You can hear them talking in the other room. As you are doing whatever you're gonna do, you feel free to continue. It's just mostly narrative while you're doing the stuff you're doing. They reached the docks. I thought Fenrir was gonna be contained, but their arrival suggests someone considered this more serious than we thought. Agreed. Their presence introduces another organized force into this crowded situation. I have to determine why they came before I make any assumptions. That'll be difficult. If they're here on official business, if they're entering to Constantino, asking directly will make us look like we're involved in what's going on. You then hear the door close.
What a bitch! Not letting me eavesdrop. How rude.
And you can no longer hear the conversation.
I am insulted. I wish to speak to their manager.
Their manager saw your role and gave you something. Suck it up.
I can make an elven stew. With tomato sauce. Fuck. Excuse me. I have... Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm double checking here a couple things.
I'm moving a little bit of world events forward while you're doing your stuff, yes. Don't worry. You're not in
I was
danger.
told that I could make use of the stuff that I have, that is here, Bella.
Yep.
So I'm welcome to work with the kitchen, grab anything from the kitchen.
Yep.
Okay, is there anything else I should grab? Flour, 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 bowl, dough. Meat. I don't want to be too damn greedy. I'll grab an apple. I'll check this basket. Which has nothing, even though it looks like it has stuff. I have been lied to.
The joys of looting.
Watermelon. Watermelon. Oh, look at that. Don't want to be too damn fucking greedy or get kicked out of this one.
Our Helldivers board is becoming huge, by the way. About 8 different groups are now engaged in combat.
Are they still talking?
They have finished their conversation, it would seem.
You bitches. What was that about Constantino?
Oh, don't worry. We were simply discussing the Noble Knight's arrival in the territory and how it complicates things.
Anything I should be wary about? Anything I should be wary about regarding those?
Wary... I wouldn't say being wary of the matter is the major concern. I would more so say do not approach them with aggression. I have a feeling if you do, you may regret it. Femoris will add, and the fact that they're moving as an organized unit is rather convoluted. In a direct fight against them, if you were to face them alone, you'd surely die.
Speaking of, I did find this.
too much to carry.
What?
Were you
on
trying
one
to
of
drop
the art.
the package?
Nope, I am trying to show them the bow.
Oh, you equipped the bow. Okay. Norin sees the bow and immediately raises his head. On an archer?
A crimson archer, yes.
Censored. Wait a second. Hold on. He sees you take that out. Yeah, he sees you take that out. And as soon as he sees you take that out, he looks at it and goes...
Perfect.
That means the Ashen Vanguard is here too. Wonder when they arrived. Feminist, and in a disgruntled tone, just goes like, "Of course they'd be here. They wouldn't be the ones to let sleeping giants rest. They're probably here for Fenrir." Why is this region such a convoluted problem? He looks at Norin as he asks the question. And Norin just looks at him and goes, "Have you seen what I'm able to do here?" Femoris will tilt his head. "Yes, I have. But it's not adding up. What are you able to do here? And why is it so much bigger than what I expected of you?" Norin will look, and then look at you. And with hesitation, he will go, "I trust you're not here to make enemies. Right?"
Me?
"Yes."
Had I wanted to make enemies, I would have fought you further down the mountain.
Very well. Norin will stand up from the chair. "Come, Carpal. Come, Masakado. I figured you were hiding something, Norin. I was just curious if you'd tell me. You may follow." Damn it, they teleport. Not again. Hold on. Hold on. Walk outside the room. They will go up the stairs that are beside you.
Are we close to a room?
A room?
The room where we stayed.
No, you are now on a different floor.
Where is the room where we stayed?
It was downstairs.
Where?
Downstairs, in the lower area down here.
I need to move quickly.
Yes, you do.
Because my buff is about to run out. Do I just leave this anywhere? Can I hide it in a chest or some bullshit?
What are you trying to hide?
The freaking package!
Alright, you put the package down. You can't hide it, it's too large to hide under the beds. It would fit in one of the chests, but the chests are all locked.
Yep, I'll talk to Norin about it later, now that I can actually go upstairs.
Yep. Now you're trying to catch them.
They got a hole. Where the fuck did they go?
Scour about the room. They haven't disappeared yet. This space right here. You will see Norin reach for a key, unlock the door, and come now, Femoris, don't be afraid. You say that like it's a bad thing. You enter what looks to be an alchemy station. And on the far side of the room, you see a crystal that is horrendously unnatural. It is not of the normal space, it is not of normal anything. It is there, it is large. And you have no fucking idea what it is. Roll Arcana.
Choto Arcana is...
Homebrew rule sets, Arcana is
Memory, Polymorph,
Memory,
Master.
Yep. Memory, Polymorph, and Lore Master. What do you have?
Memory is higher than normal. 21.
21 in memory alone. Proceed.
Memory Polymorph is a fat 0.
And Lore Master? That's a critical
2.
one for this. 2. Alright. Rolling.
Rolling.
Oof.
Talking.
As you are looking at the crystal, you can tell it's unnatural, you can tell it's not from this realm.
That's it.
It is from somewhere else. It is something else. And you can tell that it emanates some form of energy. I've been conducting research, Femoris. That's why I came this far out. If the technomancers are here, it may be possible that this is why they're here as well. I have much to yet go through, and much more work to still be done. So I'm afraid that whatever they're here for, if it is of this nature, may very well be a problem for me. Femoris will approach the crystal. Defense, I presume it has a purpose. Yes, it does react to touch. Quite violently, I must add. Try not to stick your hand on it.
Keep your hands to yourself. Got it.
With that said, I do understand the concerns regarding the technomancers being here, but I must also add something of critical importance. The crystal, as I said, isn't from the region, but it seems to house some sort of property that is either linked somewhere else, or perhaps is part of what something else in the region runs with. I estimate it is dwarven technology, but I have not approached Adamska on the matter.
Do you plan on doing so?
So far, I'm not quite sure he has the answers. I would assume something with more runic knowledge would be what houses these responses. To make matters worse, it's not the only thing. Femoris will turn. Not the only thing. Yes, yes. Come. There is more yet to explain. The reason I believe it is old runic technology is because of the other things I found in the region. You've found other things in the region. If the archers are attacking the ruins, do you not think you're the reason why? Or perhaps your answers to these questions are the reason why? Perhaps. It's why I've kept it quiet all along.
Oh, I have seen those before.
Runic tablets. Not just runic tablets, they are also defense mechanisms. I surmise these, as I can only call them, turrets, to have some sort of purpose. So perhaps Ranar's Ruin is the answer to what's happening here. Norin. Ancient runic technology. You hit it well. How is this amplifying what you are able to do? Norin will look at Femoris and simply say, I am not the one carrying what is enhancing. He will then point at the golem and once more roll Arcana.
Give me the roll.
The same check, right? Yes.
Yeah.
39. That is actually good enough.
What?
Yeah. Your answer is in front of you, so you just need to have some sort of understanding of Arcana to get it. And that is a good enough understanding for you to see it. As you observe the golem, you start to realize that there is energy running through the golem, and it extends all the way to the tablet. It bolts across, scatters across the room, similar to the animation that you're seeing in front of you, right? But it is connected. It is connecting the golem and the tablets left and right. It's going both sides.
So they're working off of Bluetooth technology.
Yes, essentially.
Haha, runic puns. Tudums.
So as you see this happening, you are able to infer that these golems aren't being made by his energy at all.
So what, the golem is just replicating itself?
Not necessarily. Are you asking that to the character, or are you asking that out loud?
You know what? Fuck it, I'll ask it in character.
Uh-huh. You ask if the golem is replicating itself.
Uh-huh.
Norin will look at you and say, no, not quite. But there are many stones in the region that allow these constructs to take form when you bring them together towards this artifact. They get some sort of sentience. some dwarves likely created some sort of autonomous defense system, and this was likely how it was done. But I am still trying to figure out what they do, for even though they protect the area, they don't seem hostile towards me. That and whatever autonomy they have seems to be very directly linked towards the element of fire. These particular ones seem to emit it in the form of lightning. Perhaps that may be of help. But either way, they're not replicating, but they do get back up after a few seconds when they're defeated. When their energy depletes or is abruptly cut, they will stand back up again. And judging by their strength and their power, whatever is funneling the energy into them has to be some sort of link, some sort of powerhouse that remains among the region. Fenris will then interject and say, perhaps a sealed entity. I see why the archers are attacking the ruins then.
Why?
My last communications for the ruins, they let me know that the Bursa were protecting some sort of sealed ancient, as they called it. The Bursa are a people known to think themselves capable of transforming into dragons. I have a feeling that they may be trying to protect a dragon. Norin looks at Fenris as he says that and then just goes. That explains the Noble Knights. They wouldn't be here if they didn't have another fragment to gain. And then Fenris adds, but the archers were here first, weren't they? I believe there's more going on. Nonetheless, as you can see, my augments aren't my own. Perhaps your faith in me was rather overstipulated, Fenris. They walk out of the room.
Ooh.
And return to their seating arrangements.
I'll ask Norin if there is perhaps a chest that I could borrow to store something.
The guest accommodations will be more than willing to provide you anything you may require. If you require one of the chests there, simply use the one closest to the door, I suppose. What you show me is quite troubling, Norin. I'm not sure how my leadership will take this. Any further interaction here will be you poking and prodding at whatever you're gonna poke and prod. A chest has been provided to you to use.
Where?
In the bunks.
In the room?
Yep.
Okay, good. I shall add. Can I lock it?
After you place the stuff inside, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Just remember what's yours, though.
I mean, I gotta take shit out of here. I'm not in the. You should turn in peace for everything, and this is not a place where you grab everything that ain't nailed down.
Smart man. Smart man.
Alrighty. So, this guy's been here for a long time dealing with runic shit. He asked me if I. Creo que él dijo antes de. Fuck, I forgot what was his wording.
If I.
Processing, give me a second. I cannot think of what to ask, so I am going to just shelve the information for later. I'm gonna deal with the chest, and I'm gonna do DFO before I
take too long.
Yep.
Joke's on you. We're already there.
Bueno, cabrón.
It was a lot of information, yes.
Yes.
You may place the package into the box.
I cannot at the moment.
Are you unable to move? That's funny.
There's a water balloon in here?
Uh-huh.
Is he giving me shit?
No. There is just a water balloon in there.
And 130 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Lock it.
Already locked.
Okay. But now, cabrón, in game, what is the time?
The timeline wise is not really something that I'm taking track of. I am
day, night.
Again, it's not something I'm keeping track of. When people are away, people are away. When people are present, they're present. I'm not doing day-night cycles intentionally, so. Time is passing based on events that are occurring. The events are what I use to determine how long has passed between point A and point B.
Okay.
But again, yes, we are essentially at time.
Well. That means that for next session, I am going to have to go into... How do I make Shatarian Russians?
Shit, hold on. Pulling that up.
Very important.
Yeah, I gotta pull it up because it's saved in the organizer, but I haven't, since I haven't reworded it to rework your innate knowledge stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's not it. That's definitely not it. It's in the wrong folder. I see. Okay. Shatarian rations are made with pumpkin soup and beer.
The fuck?
Yep.
Pumpkin soup and beer. De puñale hay un pumpkin aquí, cabrón.
That is for you to figure out. Might not even be a pumpkin in this whole mess. That is funny. Tomato soup is there, but not pumpkin.
Mm-hmm. That's not what I want. Literally just trying to find if there's any fucking pumpkins in here. Oh. Beer and pumpkin soup. Do I have beer? I have a mug of beer. So if I had a friggin' pumpkin,
You could probably make a Shatarian ration right then and there. Yeah.
shit. Nope. Pumpkin and beer. As in literally just go to our cooking station, put those two together, that's it?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I'd kill for a pumpkin.
Unfortunate that it's not there. No one to kill. With that said, do you rest here or will you head outwards?
I will head outwards towards the keep.
Alright. Unfortunately though, there's still one minor interaction to be had before you are able to go into the hex crawl once again.
That is?
The aftermath.
Did he get caught?
No, they're just patrolling. There's something still here that will stop you from exiting the location.
It actually did. Fuck yes.
You will have to explore to find it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I gotta. I'm just... There's a different exit over here? The fuck is this?
A hole. It's a hole.
What kind of hole?
A hole. With a clickable hole on the click.
As in, am I meant to explore this one?
I mean, you can click
or...
It's got a clickable interaction on it.
Uh-huh.
Up to you. You're gonna click the hole. You click the hole. You crawled through a small crevice and eventually made your way to the front door of the cave.
Okay, where am I? Oh my god, that is really hidden, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll keep that
Always
in mind.
been there. Very funny that it's there too.
Damn it. Okay.
You spot Lorian just tending to his own wounds. You see him out here, he's literally just tending to his wounds. I'm
an honorable man.
You're gonna be trying to overhear, I'm assuming.
I mean, unless he's saying something... I don't even know. Like, if he says something... If he's talking to himself...
He's mumbling,
Is he...
mostly, complaining about what happened. But among the complaints You do hear him at some point just openly say, may as well sneak in there and grab it myself. He's gotta have it in there. There's no way it's anywhere else. No way somebody left that in a dungeon. How'd you get sneaking failed?
Because I got out.
Okay. Well, anyways, there's no way it's in a dungeon. Has to be in there. I just know it.
What is it that you're looking for?
Oh. Violently turn his head. You again. No. You're just gonna try to get in my way. I can't have that.
I could have gotten in your way earlier, and I chose not to.
You did. You did. Made him say that I'm not worth going in there. Made him say that I'm not gonna be able to get inside. I'm pretty sure you're just gonna get in my way again. Can't have that.
Can I roll for intimidation?
You can. Will you?
Do I just do it? Strength warfare persuasion. Strength warfare persuasion.
29.
Because I have no persuasion.
'84. This is a pass.
Had he not let me go through, the magical barrier around his place would have killed me on the spot.
Yeah. Yes, I know. The alarm is ringing. They're telling me you're well past the 2-hour mark.
Look.
Doesn't matter what he would have let you do. I know for a fact. No. You're hiding something just like he is. Roll your Arcana.
Arcana is... Memory. Memory party over Rollmaster. 21.
21. Anything else?
Y Lord Master 2.
Just barely. And so with that sentence being said, you now notice something. He is not being himself.
He is not being himself. Cause that.
And now that you notice it, I get to change the music.
Possessed? Possessed by what? What the fuck do I know about ghosts?
Nothing.
Can I attempt to restrain him?
You will have to close the gap. You are now in combat.
Oh, I know that. I have enough movement to close the gap. That's not. I mean, I can just literally pegármele right now.
What skills you got that could restrain?
Bite. I am one.
Crippling blow would be your restraining.
Have armor?
You don't have all in, so I can't use that for restraining.
I don't have fucking.
Mm-hmm. You don't have a lot of answers for restraint right now.
No, I don't have sword.
Yep.
Ay, cabrón, I need to... I am time. But it didn't happen.
You were not expecting combat, were you?
No, it's I keep forgetting it. I just don't have natural source regeneration. If I don't put the mana sigil, I'm fucked. Hostia.
That was it? That was his magical turn? Jeez. That wounded is probably affecting him real hard.
I don't know qué tan duro se le va a dar, cabrón. Will this follow Pathfinder rules where if I declare an attack to be non-lethal, will it make it non-lethal if I over?
Your goal is already restraining, so I'm already going down that route.
So even if I bring his HP to 0.
Mm-hmm. You just have a bigger wound.
Papito, vas a coger un macetazo bien cabrón, ¿sabes?
Okay. Roll your might. Sorry, I hit the button before knowing your stats. Let us roll your might. Strength, warfare, telekinesis.
Strength. 29.
Total?
Yes. No telekinesis.
You restrain him. And as you successfully restrain him, he will... I need to trigger the emote, hold on. He will be pinned to the ground. Where's the emote? What? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yes, there we go. He will be pinned to the ground. He will look back at you. And as he looks back, you will just hear him go, no, 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 no. You don't understand how bad the situation is. We need that relic. We need that relic. We need that relic. And he continues to repeat the sentence as you start to notice something abnormal. As he is repeating the sentence, you're noticing that the armor that he is wearing is starting to crack and bulge, as if it is breaking apart from the inside, as if he might just explode. And you put distance. As you put the distance, you will continue to observe him, and then all of a sudden he does actually explode, but he explodes in a cloud of ice.
A cloud of ice?
Yes, a burst of ice, if you will. He pops, and as the ice clears, it's not him standing there anymore. You may roll your Arcana, if you so choose.
Manifested Golem. Arcana era memory. Memory probably more than 23 from 23. Two of that being or not.
Mm-hmm. You roll 23, two of that being Lore Master. 72. You do not understand what just happened. You know that this type of creature, this type of entity, isn't natural. Furthermore, you know it's not from this realm. Similar to the crystal that Norin has in his abode. This creature came from something somewhere else. You may continue your combat.
I have one trick, and most melee people hate it. Tres ataques, cabrón.
Something Minecraft bear.
Jesus. Not perfect. You know what? Fuck it. Actually... Slowed. Bitch. Can't do that.
As you kill the beast, you start to see its corpse begins to dissipate in what you can only describe as the corpse itself starts to boil and disperse the energy.
That is...
Fucked.
Yep. Is there anything, ¿cómo se llama? Is there any effects? Anything that I can bring to Norin? Like any part?
As you are observing the beast, you are seeing that it is dissipating entirely.
So nada. Nothing is behind.
Correct.
Well.
But it is Lorien.
What do you mean it is Lorien?
It was Lorien.
It was, exacto, there we go.
Whatever it was Lorien. Whether you're heading back or heading forward, this will conclude the session.
Yep, I am heading back.
Surprise.
What the fuck was that?
Surprise. You have saved successfully. To be continued.
Jesus, dude.
As for everybody who came into the stream, thank you for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the surprise transformation. And unless people are going to tell me right now that they're willing to go into Helldivers, which it seems like the answer is no so far, this would conclude the stream for today.
Will, ¿cómo se llama? Do I need to do anything on my end regarding items or equipment or whatever?
No, I've already saved.
Neato.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, what, do I just stay here or do I just quit game?
No, you can just quit if you need to. That does conclude today's broadcast. So, farewell everyone.